everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new and exciting video today. I am so excited to share this with you all. I was actually inspired by a fellow YouTube mama, This Crazy Life. A couple of times a year she does an extreme cleaning marathon where she compiles a lot of her previous videos into one long cleaning motivation video. So today that is what I am doing for you. This video is over 2 hours long, and I don't know about you all, but when I'm cleaning, I love to turn on cleaning videos for motivation, but I hate having to stop and click into a new video. So this solves that problem. It's 2 hours of cleaning, so all you need to do is turn it on, clean along with me, and be prepared for tons of cleaning motivation. I hope that you all enjoy this. If you do, please be sure to subscribe. And with that, let's hop into cleaning.
You made a mystery out of love. Breathe into life in my lungs. Why would I ever run? You brought new light. Whoa, 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 but
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Clean With Me. Today we are going to be tackling my main living space during nap time. Right now I have all three littles down for a nap, and this is after a very busy 4-day weekend and after multiple birthday parties throughout the month of February. We also have some sickness in my home right now. My oldest was diagnosed with the flu, and I am honestly trying to keep it only with him. I hate that he has it, but I really do not want it to spread throughout my house right now. So he is quarantined to his room, and I am going to take today to try to refresh this main living space, sanitize everything, and try to keep the germs at bay. If you are new to my channel, then you don't know that I recently just announced that I am pregnant with my 6th baby. And honestly, the morning sickness / all-day sickness this time has kicked my butt. But we are nearing the end of my first trimester as we speak, and I'm starting to feel my energy levels start to come back a little bit at a time. So anytime I actually get the energy to tackle cleaning, I am jumping on it right now because right now it's just few and far between. But we are starting in my formal dining space. If you are not new to my channel, then you know that a few months ago, I decorated this room for Christmas / winter, and I have loved the pretty tablescape. But like I said, throughout the month of February, we had a ton of birthdays, so I had actually put away all of the pretty table decor a few weeks ago to make way for party decorations. But now that the birthdays are over, the pretty table decor can come back, and I am super excited. So we're going to start in here, refresh this room, and then move on to the other areas in my main living space.
It seems good luck's finally on my side. She pulls the sheets off of me every night. Whispers my name, tells the sun to rise. Yeah, she brings me back to life. I got you, honey, and you got me. It's like you walked out of my wildest dreams. Yeah, I got you, honey, and you got me. Carve our names into that old oak tree, buzzing with song just like the birds and the bees. Years from now we'll come back and see that we were always meant to be. I got you, honey.
Speaking of laundry, I wanted to take a moment and show you guys like a dirty little secret of mine, and that is the current state of my laundry room. With me being sick, like honestly, the laundry has just piled up, but I wanted your all's opinions. I am thinking of doing a whole video where I make over this room, and I'm thinking of stacking my washer and dryer and then putting Farmhouse like shelving along the left wall where the dryer currently is. I originally wanted to do like a countertop over my washer and dryer with some shelving above, but I'm not sure if I want to do that or stack them just to give me more floor space. Let me know in the comments below what you would do in here.
I got all I could ever need. It's like you walked out.
The main bathroom was a must-do for today. I wanted to make sure that I cleaned everything up and gave everything a good sterilization. I am actually using a different mixture for my cleaner today. I read online that hydrogen peroxide kills tons of germs. So I found a recipe where you take water, hydrogen peroxide, and then it called for lemon essential oil, but I just put my thieves essential oil in there instead. And I am sanitizing everything with that. So I'm hoping that this kills all of the germs and gets this bathroom back to being fresh and clean for the rest of the day.
You've been running through my mind, and I've been thinking that it's just about time we get together, right? So come on.
So I'm going to go ahead and use this same sanitizing spray on my blankets, the pillows in my living room, and my couches. After the sickness is gone, I think I'm going to go ahead and wash everything in here. But as for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and give a quick sanitize and spray. That way I'm not doing more work than needs to be done, just in case the flu germs have already been spread. But I'm also going to wipe everything down and wipe down all of the PlayStation controllers, the remotes, etc., because these are well used in my house and I'm sure that the flu germs have been put on them.
I've been doing just fine. Hey, you've been doing alright. Let's get together, right? So come on. Come on.
The last room that I'm going to tackle during this nap time clean with me is going to be my kitchen area. This room really just needed a quick wipe down from lunchtime. There was dishes to be done, the island needed cleaned off, etc. I also had a little bit of birthday decorations that I still needed to take down. My daughter was super cute the other day for my birthday and she decorated this kitchen table with a tablecloth. She blew up some balloons. Like, she's such a little mom. I love it. But I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of the birthday decor down and put all of the birthdays behind us. But like I said, I am in my first trimester of pregnancy, and at this point, honestly, I was starting to wear down. So I have learned to listen to my body and not to push myself too hard, because unfortunately for me, my sickness seems to be hitting more in the evening hours than in the morning. So once my body starts shutting down, I really just need to listen to it. So I'm going to see how much more I can get cleaned and try to finish my to-do list. Pregnancy wins, and that is all that I can do for today, but I feel like I did a good job of getting the main space reset and sanitized, and I feel good about it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Clean With Me. Today we are going to be focusing on straightening up my main living space. This is just a typical day at home. My 3 older kids are at school and my 2 little ones are home with me per usual. So I'm just going to tackle this early morning mess, get it straightened back up. That way it will be complete and ready for the rest of the day. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be doing as many voiceovers, but I'm just going to let the music play and let you all clean along with me. So let me know in the comments below if you do like this style of video or if you want me to keep doing voiceovers in my future ones. But with all of that being said, let's jump right into cleaning.
Stand up, they can see the gold when we light up. We're ripping the door
feels so good to have this main living space put back together, and I'm just going to finish up here in my formal dining room and then I am done. I hope that you all enjoyed this voiceover free cleaning video and that it motivated you to get some rooms in your home cleaned as well. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a quick pre-nap clean with me. My main goal of this is to just kind of clean up the declutter that happened over the weekend. I don't know about you all, but in my house I very rarely clean on the weekends. I am a stay-at-home mom of 5, so during the week I have ample time to be able to clean, and I kind of like to clean and prepare on Friday for the weekend. So then I kind of enjoy my family and not have to do too many chores. However, this weekend the dishes did get away with us. My daughter wanted to do a ton of baking, and this is honestly the first time that my sink has been clean this entire weekend, so this feels good. But I'm just going to start by resetting the kitchen and then move on to a few other items on my list. This weekend I also cleaned out my car, and I have a mess of stuff that I pulled out of the car that needs to be organized and put back away. So I'm going to tackle that, clean all the rooms in my main space, and just try to get everything reset for the day. So if you need some cleaning motivation, keep on watching.
Living in a daydream, everything inside out. Listen to your heartbeat, I'm waking to the sound. We got second chances to make the most of it. I can see that our new love was an open door. You and I are taking all this time. I wanna go back, but love was an open door. Oh, you know, we're stronger than before. And I can remember our new love was an open door. Won't take it for granted.
Now that the kitchen is cleaned, I am moving on to organizing this mess that I pulled out of my car. Like I said, I finally took the time this weekend to clean out. I call it a car, it's really a bus. I drive a 12-passenger van because if you are new to my channel, then you don't know that I have 5 kids and I have 1 on the way. So once we hit 5 kids, the regular SUVs and minivans were just not working for us anymore. We needed more space, and so we bought a bus. I actually have a full video documenting that process, and I'll link it right here in the cards. It's actually pretty funny. But anyways, over the winter, we had not cleaned out the bus at all, and it was disgusting. If there was a way for me to get good angles inside there, I would have totally recorded a cleaning video because it would have been great motivation. But I did kind of put the whole process in my Instagram stories, so I'm going to go ahead and put my handle for Instagram right here. I share a lot of behind the scenes of my regular life over there. So now that I have the stuff put away from the car and have my dining room reset, I am moving into my front room. My front room is essentially like more of a formal sitting space, but it also has a bunch of toys up here. My little boys love to play with their trains up here, even though we have a big basement area to do so. And then in this particular basket, there is always a ton of toys. I cover it with a blanket so you can't see it, but every once in a while I really just have to go through this and declutter it because a lot of toys get brought up from downstairs and it's just more simple to throw them in this basket than it is to take them back downstairs and organize them. So I decided that today was the day. I am going to go ahead and make them into piles. I'm going to sort them by type, and then I'm going to use Kroger bags to just organize the things that I need to take downstairs. That way it's easier for me to put them away down in the basement once I get there.
First light, first time I see it, and I want so much. so real, so close, I can taste it. And I want that touch. I'm trying to feel it all around me. You make me feel alive. No hiding, I need it all around me. Your love is enough. I don't wanna give you up. I don't wanna give you up. Heartbeats insane.
The final room that I'm going to tackle during this post-nap clean with me is going to be my main living space. This room, like I've said a million times before, is the room where we do life. So over the weekend, it got pretty messy. I even had a train of vanilla wafers on my coffee table because why not? That is life with boys summed up in one thing. Like there's always something that you find and you're just like, that's super cute, but what were they thinking? So I'm just going to spend this time cleaning up this main space and getting it reset. That way I can enjoy a little bit of peace and quiet during quiet time as well.
Living in the dark, looking for a spark. I feel it coming, waiting for the chance, trying to understand. Time keeps running.
That reset feels so good, and it's really going to help me just be able to decompress after a long morning of momming and enjoy a little bit of quiet time. What do you all like to do during your nap time? Or the baby's nap time, I should say. I like to sit, watch some shows. Sometimes I read my Bible. I love to eat my food in peace. And sometimes I even take a nap. Let me know in the comments below what you do while your kids are napping.
You know you wanna feel it. You know you wanna see it. Electricity gonna flow. We're pushing up the ceiling. Tell me what you're dreaming. Don't need no rules anymore.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be tackling my farmhouse kitchen and we are going to be deep cleaning it. It has been a while since I have done this, and if you are new to my channel, then you do not know that my husband and I recently purchased our home about a year ago, and we have kind of been renovating it room by room, and this kitchen was actually one of the first rooms that we renovated. We still eventually want to change out the countertops and add a backsplash, but one of the biggest transformations that we made as soon as we moved in was painting these cabinets. They were originally like a 90s oak color and we had them painted white, and I love the transformation that it made. But with white cabinets comes the need to periodically wipe them down and really deep clean them because they do get a lot of smudges and a lot of like stuff stuck to them, and you can see it because it's white. So honestly, in the last few weeks, I have just not been motivated to deep clean my house at all. I've kind of just like lost my mojo. But today we are going to change that, and we are going to deep clean this kitchen from top to bottom because trust me, it needs it.
The sky is opening. You know you wanna feel it. You know you wanna see it.
Before I begin deep cleaning today, I need to just do a general quick clean of my kitchen. I am a mommy to 5, so mornings around my house can be quite chaotic. Trying to get the big kids off to school, getting everybody fed, etc. just tends to make a pretty big mess of my countertops by 9 a.m. So before I start actually deep cleaning, I'm just going to clear all the countertops, and today you will see me using a couple of cleaning products. My go-to is always Young Living Thieves Oil. I love this cleaner. It's so cost effective and it works on multiple surfaces. I am also utilizing my Norwex cloths. In my opinion, these are the only cleaning products that you really need in terms of your multi-purpose, like everyday cleaner. You can get a lot done with some Young Living Thieves and Norwex cloths. Now that the general mess is cleaned up off the countertops, I'm going to start wiping down all of these cabinets. I honestly didn't realize how gross they had gotten around the knobs until I started wiping these, but it's nothing that a Norwex Enviro cloth can't handle.
We grew up together, never thought you'd be next to me. At your mother's house when I stole a kiss from your lips. Young and free, we were high on a wild dream, honey in our blood. Felt the rush of your touch, let the feelings grow. Then we fell in love. It's you, it's you. It's always been you. It's you, it's you.
Since my little tag along popped in the frame, I wanted to take a moment and just introduce myself to you if you are new around here, just so you know a little bit more about my channel. My name is Sarah, and like I mentioned, I am a mommy to 5. My oldest is 10, and my baby just turned 2, so I am very busy. But on this channel, I love to bring a lot of just motherhood lifestyle content. Weekly, I try to bring weekly cleaning motivation in the form of some cleaning video. I also have a love of all things home decor, and I love sharing that with my channel, as well as just general motherhood, because with 5 kids, there's always something going on. So if you like any of that content, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel and join me on this YouTube journey. I'm also going to go ahead and link my Instagram right here. Over on Instagram, I share a lot of like the real life behind the scenes on my Instagram stories, and I would love to have you join me as a follower just to get to know me a little bit more personally.
It's you. It's always been you. Let me hold you after sunset. Be the one to fall asleep beside you, babe. You and I will be forever. Loving you was never a mistake. You're my first, you're my last, you're my in-between. You're my only one. You're my thrill,
So cleaning this fridge is always super frustrating to me because it's honestly always so messy, but a lot of my cleaning products leave behind like a water residue streak on it. So the one thing that I have found that works on it pretty effectively are the Norwex window cloths. It gets it clean without leaving behind like that streaky finish, and it's working for now.
hold you after sunset. Be the one to fall asleep beside you, babe. You and I will be forever. Loving you was never a mistake. When we were young, we thought we knew it all. Your hands in mine, deep in the water, lose control, sink to the bottom. But I know now, I can't get you out of my head. I can't get you out of my head. 3 a.m., you're out with your friends. I'm all alone, shedding a dead skin. It's so strange, we turn to strangers. But I know now, I can't get you out of my head. I can't get you out of my head. Can't get you out of my, can't get you out.
So clearly my table was very dirty, but that does not compare to how nasty these chairs are. So generally during our nighttime cleaning, it's my kids' responsibility to wipe down the table, wipe down the chairs, etc. But honestly, throughout the holiday season and getting back into the back to school swing, we have just like slacked on enforcing chores. And honestly, like I said, I have slacked on any motivation to deep clean. So although these chairs are really easy to clean off, they were so crusted that I had to pull out my Norwex dish net as well to kind of like get the crust off. But Guys, these were so nasty. Like, remind me to never let them get this gross ever again.
restless. All I wanna do is dance. Wanna feel the kick drum beating inside of my chest. I wanna go crazy, do something I might regret. You know I need something to break me out of this old skin. We're chasing a high with stars in our eyes. Tell me, are we dreaming? We're young and alive, the night is on fire. Got that electric feeling, breathing. Close your eyes and drink the magic. Crank the radio and let's lose ourselves under this spell and feel it. The music and the way that it moves.
Now that I've got everything good and wiped down and the floor swept, I'm going to go ahead and use my O Cedar mop and my Thieves essential oil cleaner as well, just to go ahead and get some mop water prepared. Like I said, this Thieves cleaner a little bit goes a long way. You don't even need a full cap full of this to use for your mopping water. You just need a tiny little bit just to add a little bit of like immunity boosting properties to your mop water that is also chemical free. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that ready and then mop my floors.
The night is on fire. Got that electric feeling, breathing. Close your eyes and drink the magic. Crank the radio and let's lose.
So it felt so good to get all of this deep cleaned, everything mopped, and just get this checked off my list and out of my mental space. This kitchen was kind of just daunting me, honestly, and I knew it needed to be done, so it feels so good to finally complete this. But I hope that this gave you guys some motivation as well.
Sun-stained photographs, window panes holding back the heat of a Tennessee June. An ice cube from the tray, downstairs lemonade.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today I am going to be sharing with you a real life extreme all day clean with me. This is filmed right after the Easter weekend, and honestly this weekend I took some time off and did not clean at all just to enjoy family, and my house is now destroyed. But the spin on today's video is that I am going to be showing you how I really get it all done with all of my children home. If you are new around here, let me take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Sarah. I am a mommy to 5 and I am pregnant with my 6th baby. And right now, with everything going on in the world, I have all 5 children home with me all day long, every day. So my house is a little bit chaotic. Not only am I being a mom, I'm pregnant, and I am also homeschooling. So my number one question that I get asked on my channel is, how do you clean with all of your children? So today I'm going to show you the real ins and outs of how I get it all done, what I have to redo throughout the day, etc. I'm just going to keep it real with you. So right now it is about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I am starting off by just refreshing my kitchen. Like I said, I hadn't really cleaned a lot over the weekend, so I had just finished up some dishes, and now I am just tackling resetting this kitchen because it is always the first chore that I like to do in the morning. While this is happening, my little ones are off playing multiple games, and we have to start school soon. But before we start school, I really need to reset this homeschool room, aka what used to be my formal dining room. Last week was spring break, and we had not really touched our school stuff, and this room had just become a disaster. So before I can even begin to think about schooling, I really need to take a moment to reset this.
It's a late afternoon. We've got no money, but we've got this. We've got no money, but we've got this love. Ray on the record player, Jolene in the air, cross-legged on the linoleum.
Now that the homeschool room is reset, it is time to actually start schooling. My kids range in age from 10 to 2, and right now I am responsible for overseeing the homeschooling of 3 school-age children. As the rest of the world right now, we are in shutdown, so our schools have gone to an NTI program, and it is my responsibility to ensure that my kids get this done during the day. Thankfully, the older 2 are more self-sufficient and can do a lot of it on their own, but my kindergartner requires a lot of my attention. So we take the time every morning to get that done while the babies watch shows and play in another room and try to make the best of it. Now that I am finished homeschooling my kindergartner, the older 2 are still finishing up school, and I am finally getting a chance to finish cleaning up after the breakfast mess. Honestly, this table had not had a good wipe down the entire weekend, so today it was pretty crusty. So instead of just using my normal thieves cleaner, I also pulled out my Norwex dishcloth. This is a go-to for me whenever I need to get something crusty off of hard surfaces. It is a great natural option.
For apartment, wonder how we'll make rent. Grocery store, lilies in a vase you bought yesterday for me, just because you missed me.
Now that the kitchen is finally finished, I am moving into my entryway. This morning, the little boys and my daughter actually made like a train out of my dining room chairs, and it was really cute. They had like their iPad with train sounds going, and they did that the entire time I was cleaning the kitchen this morning. But now that their game is over, it is time for me to reset this entryway space and get it back to the way it's supposed to be.
We've got no money, but we've got this. We've got no money, but we've got this love.
Like I said, for the most part, my older 2 are pretty self-sufficient when it comes to following their Google Classroom and navigating their classes, but every once in a while they do need my help, so I needed to take a moment to be a homeschool mama again before I could continue cleaning.
Rising sun hits the sky, see it open before us. Take these hopes, hold them high. Every step takes you closer. Oh, 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 oh. The stars will show us. Oh, 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 oh. It's all waiting for us. Every turn a living color. Heaven knows what we'll discover. A story in the making. The world is ours for the taking.
So what I have been doing for my sanity and to allow me to actually accomplish a goal during the day, during this quarantine, Every day, once the big kids finish school, I send all of them either downstairs to the basement or outside to the fenced-in backyard, depending on the weather, just for an hour to let me get some stuff done. It's really been a good time for me to be able to knock out things on my to-do list and reset my home because honestly, I'm the type of person that needs a clean home to feel sane. So I tried to get all of the kids to cooperate with this. They will still come in and out a little bit, but it has really helped me be able to get my list done without being stressed. So I highly recommend that to any of you mamas that have kids at home and need a moment to yourself. An hour of playtime never hurt anybody.
Fields, distant shores, every anticipation, getting lost, we'll explore with no hesitation.
It is now a little bit later in the morning, and honestly, the kiddos are going a little crazy and starting to get tired, but I'm trying to get just a few more things done before it's nap time. These next few clips, though, cracked me up because this just shows what it's like to really be a mom when you're trying to accomplish a task. All I was trying to do was fold this laundry, but they needed snuggles and they needed mommy time, and it's funny how you learn to just kind of like multitask over the chaos. That's what I always tell people when they ask me, how do you have so many kids? I'm like, honey, you just learn to survive in chaos. Like, honestly, my clothes may not be folded the prettiest, but I love the snuggles, and honestly, these clips just cracked me up.
It's all waiting for us. Every time a living color, heaven knows what we'll discover. A story in the making, at the start of something later than we could uncover.
So now it really is much later in the day. This is after nap time and pre-dinner rush. Once again, I need to empty my dishwasher, get the dishes put away before I start dinner. Tonight on the agenda was just going to be a simple frozen pizza and some wings, and I was actually sending my husband off to Costco to try to stock up on some stuff for the first time since this whole quarantine thing started. So I wanted to keep dinner super simple, but I'm one of those people who cannot cook if the dishes are piled up, so I always have to go ahead and empty the dishwasher first. Let me know in the comments below if you are the same way. This little man is turning 4 the day after this was filmed, and so he needed a little bit of extra mommy snuggles while I was trying to clean the kitchen before dinner and get dinner ready, and I was happy to give them to him because honestly, I can't believe that he is already turning 4. My sweet baby grew up so fast.
Don't know how long I've been waiting, worth every minute though. You took the time and changed it into something beautiful. And I close my eyes, only you that I see.
While they are sitting down for dinner, I'm going to go ahead and tackle a few more things on my to-do list. Generally, I like to sit down and have dinner with them, but like I said, I had not cleaned for days and this house was just killing me. So I really wanted to get a few more things done. That way I did not have to worry about it on Davis's birthday the next day. So I'm finally tackling my living room, and honestly, I found a pillow that had been colored on. There were toys everywhere. There was like candy like crusted in my carpet from Easter. It just needed a good thorough clean, and luckily I was able to do that while they finished eating dinner.
In my heart, in my dreams, take you, my love, take you a little bit higher. Know what you want, hold you a little bit tighter. I wanna pull you in close, want you to let it all go. Take you, my love, take you a little bit higher. I'll take every moment that I have with you, treat it with a heart wide open, like it's all I'm made to do. Take you, my
So this is just real life with kids. This table that I spent all that time cleaning and vacuuming earlier is now once again destroyed after dinner, so once again we're going to have to tackle that. So after dinner cleanup is generally when I will have the kids help and do chores. Tonight my daughter is helping me and my oldest is actually finishing up some more school. He had a lot more schoolwork than she did today and he asked if he could break it up a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the evening, and I told him yes. So that's what he's doing right now while she is being a big help.
When I close my eyes, only you that I see. You're in my head, in my heart, in my dreams. When I close my eyes, only you that I see. You're in my head, in my heart, in my dreams. Take you, my love, take you a little bit higher. No one.
This is another true depiction of real mom life. I had sent the little ones downstairs to play in the basement, and of course there was some bickering and Paxton got hurt. So it's just so funny, like when you're trying to accomplish like one task, like how many times you get interrupted. He came in, I gave him some loves, and then my daughter needed attention, all while I was just trying to switch laundry. It just honestly, it cracks me up how much they need you in such a small amount of time. My husband also just got back from Costco, so now it's going to be a family effort of getting all the groceries brought in. And then due to the virus that's going around, I made sure that the kids took the time to wash their hands thoroughly after helping, and then I took the time to sanitize all of the groceries, take things out of boxes, get it put away, etc. After we got all the groceries put away, it was bath time, and tonight I decided to let the babies actually take a bath in my big bathtub because I honestly needed to clean my master bathroom and bedroom, and I figured it would be a good way that I could kill two birds with one stone. Plus it was a special treat for the little boys because they'd never get to take a bath in here.
Objectified by the West Coast ride, you sold your soul for a tiny piece. Let the holy water run. My TV screen.
I've mentioned it previously before on my channel, but this master bedroom has not been touched when it comes to the design. We did take down the hideous border that used to be around the room, but other than that, we have not touched it since we moved in. It honestly still has the drapes that the previous owner left in here, which are totally not my style. But I don't want you to judge me if you are just now stopping by for the first time. This room in no way, shape, or form reflects my design style or anything really. I have grand plans for in here, but I want to make sure I have my design exactly how I want it before we even get started. So I don't know when we're going to tackle this room, but hopefully it will be sometime in the near future.
Strawberry blonde with all the cameras on. Don't be so shy, don't be so shy with me.
husband and I are now tag teaming. He is vacuuming this room while I go ahead and get the babies out of the bath and get them dressed and start to settle them down for bed. We are a little bit early on our nighttime schedule tonight, so instead of putting them straight to bed, I'm actually going to give them a little special treat, let them snuggle up in my bed and watch a show while I try to finish a little bit more cleaning upstairs.
Lucky enough for a day in the shade with money to waste. Lady luck, pay me lucky enough for a day full of fame and sex and champagne. Let the holy water run. My TV screen is calling me. Strawberry blonde with all the cameras on. Don't be so shy, don't be so shy with me.
The upstairs is now reset and cleaned, the babies are bathed, and now it's time to get all 3 of the little ones down for bed. But my night is not over. I am going to have to head back downstairs, tackle the rest of the kitchen mess from groceries and dinner, and go ahead and decorate for my 4-year-old's birthday tomorrow. Still can't believe that he's turning 4, but I need to get his presents wrapped, get a little bit of decorations up. Honestly, this year we could not go all out because of quarantine, so I kind of had to just go with what we had laying around in my storage room. But luckily he's 4 and he doesn't know the difference.
You won't see it on the 6 o'clock news. It's not waiting in the mail addressed to you. It's getting harder and harder to see through the smoke. It's never been easier to overlook. It's getting harder and harder and harder to say these days. But when I see the smile run across your face and the sunrise lights up another day, I believe.
So to answer the question, how do I get it all done with all the kids home? The answer is I don't. Clearly, as you can see, my life is a hamster wheel. It's a lot of doing, and never actually accomplishing anything. I think there's actually a meme that says that cleaning with your children home is like chewing Oreos while brushing your teeth, and it's so true. You accomplish a lot, but it's undone pretty quickly. But honestly, I have loved having them home and enjoying this time with them. But I still am looking forward to the day after quarantine when I can send them out for the day so I can deep clean every square inch of this house. But I hope that this video was motivating to you all, and I hope that it gave you more of a realistic glimpse into my everyday life with 5 children. If you do enjoy that content, please be sure to hop over to my Instagram and follow me. I share a lot more of our daily lives over there. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's Clean With Me. Now, I don't know about you all, but these days of quarantine have really started to take a toll on my home. If you are new around here, then you don't know much about me. My name is Sarah and I am a mommy to 5 and I am pregnant with my 6th baby. So right now, while we are social distancing and staying home, I have all 5 children at home 24/7, and that does not leave much time for me to manage our household and our chores. The kids clean up here and there, and we have daily tasks that we always do. But honestly, today I was looking around and my house is so messy. I honestly just need like a full day to just deep clean it all. But for today's video, I am going to do a quick reset of the main floor while the kids are finishing up homeschooling, playing outside, playing downstairs, etc. I told them, I said, I don't care what you do. You just need to go play for like 40 minutes and give mommy time to get this main space cleaned up. So in today's video, I'm going to try to tackle as many rooms as I can while the kids allow me to do so and try to get this house reset as best as possible. I hope that this video is motivating to you all, and if you need some cleaning motivation, keep on watching.
You know I've been thinking about this all day. Got that tape of 42 saved in our names. Drove 15 over to get to your place. You know I've been thinking about this all day. Open the door. What are we leaving it for? What can I do when I walk in the room and you look like that? Can't help but staring, you know it ain't fair when you look like that. My self-control goes right out the window. Teaching my plans, getting you in my hands when you look like that. Look like that. You know that perfume went right to my head. Breaking my focus, repeat what you said. Love drunk, I'm straight up, but burning hot mess. Girl, where we're going, you don't need the dress. Closing the door. Closing the floor. What can I do when I walk in the room and you look like that? Can't help but staring, you know it ain't fair when you look like that. My self-control goes right out the window. Teaching my plans, getting you in my hands when you look like that. Like that. Look like that. Like that. Look like that. Closing the door. Closing the door. Nothing to do but be all over you.
Now I'm just going through and cleaning everything with my Thieves Cleaner by Young Living. It is my go-to cleaner. I talk about it almost every cleaning video, but I use it on all surfaces of my home, and I honestly love the way that it cleans. But after I finished cleaning up the kitchen, I really needed to wipe down this table, and as you can tell, there were some very crusty parts. This table probably gets cleaned about, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a day, and it's not always by me. I do make the kids do it as well, but last night, honestly, I was just so lazy after being outside and working outside all day that we did not really clean up after dinner last night, so this table has like double the crust on it. So that's real life for you. I told my husband, he was actually standing here talking to me while I was filming this, I am like nesting early or something. I don't know if it's like being trapped indoors or the idea of social isolation taking like longer than what we thought it was going to or what, but I want to deep clean my house. And I mean like scrub every baseboard, scrub every wall, like pull stuff out. Like I just really want a full day to do that. I told him as the kids were coming in and out, I was like, I really want you to just like take all the kids for one full day, like take them hiking, take them somewhere, and let me deep clean this house. That's not realistic as of right now unless he does it on a weekend because unfortunately and fortunately he is considered an essential worker, so he is still working throughout the day. So even when he's home, he is in his office. So it's really just me and the kids during the day, and I'm homeschooling, managing the toddlers, managing being pregnant. I'm the chef, I'm this teacher, I'm the maid, everything in between. And you know, I'm very blessed and happy that we are home and safe, but Mama really just wants to deep clean my house. Does anyone else feel like that? Like when life is like out of sorts and you feel like you can't control anything? Like for me, my go-to is always to clean because that's something that I can control. And the idea of just deep cleaning this house just really seems like it would do wonders for my sanity right now. Let me know in the comments below if you are like me or not.
Oh, this heart of mine was made for you. I keep falling in love. Dreams should take some time, but they come true. keep falling in love. The way I'm feeling, darling, it's like jumping off the edge.
If you have been around my channel before, you know that I actually love home decorating, and this room is generally really pretty. But right when I was getting ready to go shopping and film my Clean With Me for Spring video, this COVID-19 stuff hit, and I was instantly a homeschool mom. So my pretty formal dining room has now turned into the homeschool room, which means that all the decorations are just in the way. So today I'm going to finally just put those away for now, put them down in my storage room, and eventually I will be able to decorate this room for spring and summer. But considering all the stores are closed right now, and the reality that we're in, that's just going to have to wait. But if you would like to see some of my decorating inspiration videos, I'm going to go ahead and link one right here in the cards. That way you can see what this room used to look like.
Like free falling, may never catch my breath. All I wanna do is keep falling in love with you. Can't believe my eyes, I finally see. Must be falling in love. Angel in the sky, brought to me. Must be falling in love. The way I'm feeling, darling, it's like jumping off the edge. A little like free falling, may never catch my breath. All I wanna do is keep falling in love with you.
So I couldn't take it anymore. I had to scrub at least one wall. This one in particular is a high traffic wall. It leads from our kitchen to our main living room, and the little boys' handprints were all over this. There's scuff marks all over my baseboards from scooters and bicycles and God knows what else, but I needed to get all the fingerprints and crustiness off of this wall. I love having my house in a light gray color, but the problem with light colors is that you can see every spot. So this wall desperately needed wiped down, and I just had to do it today. I just could not wait. Call it nesting, call it quarantine crazy, but it had to be done.
I've been looking at you underneath this sky. I've never been this high. And you keep smiling at me, and my heart's like, ooh, how'd you like to spin around with me? 'Cause I've got a suspicion that you look perfect next to me.
So this vanity is going to be the death of me. This is the vanity that most of my kids use to brush their teeth, and there is always toothpaste crusted to it. I swear I do not know what kids do with their toothpaste, but this needed a desperate wipe down.
Alright, and you can call me crazy, baby, but I call it destiny. Ooh, you make me wanna throw my hands up, hands up. Ooh, say you wanna make some plans up. Take my hand, love, dance with me. I say, hey, this thing
So duty calls, it's time for nap, and I am beat at this point. There is still so much in this house that I want to do, and although we are quarantined, like I said, I'm quarantined with 5 kids, so it's hard to get it all done. But I feel good with what I got accomplished today.
Hugging on the coaster, ballin' like a coconut, coconut, dancing like a go-go. I don't even give a what.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to an extreme clean with me. This video is different from my typical clean with me videos in the fact that I am actually tackling my entire house. As you know, I have been sick with pregnancy for weeks now, and then a few of us got the flu. So honestly, there is just so much to do around my house, and it has been kind of daunting trying to think of it all as a whole. But I made it my goal this week to tackle the entire home, top to bottom. That includes all 7 bedrooms, except for my master bedroom. I never quite got around to that one. The main living area, the downstairs basement play area, because trust me, it needed it. But I tackled it all throughout the course of a few days in this video. So if you guys need some extreme cleaning motivation, keep on watching.
You've been running through my mind, and I've been thinking that it's just about time we get together, right? So come on.
To begin today's cleaning video, I am starting in my kitchen area. This is the one room in my house that I like to get clean early in the morning, just so I feel like I am able to function and I'm a little bit more productive throughout the day. However, this is also the room in my house that gets cleaned like 4 or 5 times a day. I said I could probably make an entire cleaning video just of me cleaning the kitchen throughout the day because as a mom of 5, it's always being used. That gives me a second, though, to go ahead and introduce myself to you if you have not stopped by my channel before. My name is Sarah. Like I said, I'm a mommy to 5, and I am pregnant with my 6th baby. We find out whether or not that baby is a boy or girl in about 3 weeks, so I'm super excited. But life is busy being a mom of 5, and it's chaotic, and I love it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But trust me, there is always a mess to clean. But I'm going to start by tackling this kitchen and then move on to the next item on my list.
I've been doing just fine. Hey, you've been doing alright. Let's get together, right? So come on.
So I get a lot of questions about my rug and if it's holding up well, if I find that it stains a lot, having a rug underneath the dining room table, etc. This rug was purchased from Rugs USA and I got it for such an amazing price. I think it was under $200 for a large rug. And honestly, with the pattern that mine has, it is super simple to hide stains. I actually find that it makes cleanup easier. And even though I could carpet clean a few of these spots to make them brighter, I have loved it overall. So my goal for early morning cleaning on this particular day was to really accomplish the kitchen first. And that was because I knew that I was heading to Kroger to pick up my click list. We were out of a lot of our groceries, and normally I wait until later in the day to pick up my click list. That way my husband and my older kids are home to kind of help unload everything, and I don't have to do it all on my own. But like I said, on this particular day, we really just needed some stuff. So I went ahead and loaded up the babies this morning and went and got everything. My goal was to come home to a clean kitchen, so I wasn't trying to clean and put groceries away because honestly, I think that that's just so daunting and miserable, especially when you like order your groceries and you're trying to make sure that you have everything. I would just rather like come into a clean space. But my goal was to get all of this put away before my kindergartner got off the bus. In our area, Kindergarten is only half day, so he actually comes home at noon. And even though that was my goal, I did not quite accomplish all of that because unfortunately I realized when I was unloading my groceries that I was missing over 20 items. Like, I've had issues with ClickList in the past. It's usually just a couple of substitutes or a few things missing, but this time it was over 20 items. And so I had to go through my receipt like piece by piece, figure out what I was missing, because with the new app, like, don't even get me started on Kroger's new app, it sucks. But with the new app, you can't like look at your recent purchases automatically once you pick up your groceries. So I had to like look at the old school receipt, go through it, figure out what I was missing, and then call the store. They were able to credit my account and get us the missing items, but I mean, it was a little bit frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. So while the boys were finishing up lunch, an Amazon package arrived that I had been waiting on, and honestly, it was the perfect timing. I had ordered new curtains for Grant's nursery. His current curtains were not blocking the sunlight, and he was waking up super early in the morning for him. And honestly, it was just making him really cranky and making our days harder. So my goal was to get some blackout curtains and hope that it would block the direct sunlight early in the morning so he could sleep in more. And also, after I redecorated his room and added a fun wall treatment behind his crib, I felt like the horizontal striped curtains just weren't working as well as they used to. And so I went with more of just a neutral plain curtain this time. That way it doesn't compete with the other fun elements going on in his room. And honestly, I love it. But these curtains, like I said, were purchased from Amazon. They came in a pack of 2, and I spent like $40 for all 4 curtains. So it was a great price. But while they were still finishing up lunch downstairs and playing, I figured that I would go ahead and get these curtains hung. That way it was ready for Grant's nap. And honestly, it made such a difference. Like, they block the sun so well. I want these in my own room.
You walk on air, no, we're freezing. Time stops moving and I can't even get up, get down, around this room. Get up, get down, around this room. So listen when Simon says better lose your man, we should run away together while we still can. Simon says better lose your man, we should run away, love me instead.
The boys just finished lunch, and so now I am downstairs to clean the kitchen again. As I was bringing in groceries, there was a ton of like leftovers that were kind of just becoming science experiments in my fridge. So I went ahead and cleared those out. I'm going to get those in the dishwasher, and then I just need to clean up the after lunch mess. I said I could probably make an entire cleaning video just showing how many times I clean my kitchen throughout the day, because honestly, it's at least 4 or 5 times. With so many kids, the kitchen just gets used so much. This is now day 2 of cleaning, and I am starting in my basement. Our basement is primarily just a big play area. Our main area down here does not have any furniture or really any decor. It's just a fun area that the kids can come and play and bring their friends and just be kids, and I don't have to worry about them breaking anything. But generally, I have my kids clean this space, and every once in a while, I feel like it needs a good deep clean, and I will come down and clean it myself. So today's one of those days. I feel like it just really needs a mama's touch. So I'm going to clean the basement play area and then the 2 bedrooms and bathroom downstairs this particular morning and try to get it all done before lunchtime.
Around, my heart is jumping up and down. You got me floating high above all the clouds. You always stand and deliver. Oh yeah, so fresh and cool and still the scene lit up just like disco dream. Your colors shining, all of your ways multiply. You always stand and deliver. Oh yeah.
This is true evidence that this really is a kid's space. Right above this is a small basketball goal that my oldest uses to play basketball downstairs in the winter. And a few weeks ago, him and my 5-year-old came upstairs and were like, there's a small hole in the wall. And I went downstairs and it's not a small hole. It's actually a decently sized crack in our drywall where my oldest head went through it while he was playing basketball. So due to sickness, I had not come down here to clean all of this like drywall dust up. But today was the day to get that taken care of.
Oh yeah.
This is better than ever. You are the answer. You got what I need. You got all my affection. You got my attention. You can say that my good vibration. You got all my affection. You got all my You got what I want.
Anyone else just keep random large boxes in your kids' play area? I swear my kids love a box more than anything, so this one was still good in good shape, so I wasn't going to get rid of it quite yet.
Got the flyer walking Naomi, you know me. Everybody say that they know me, they own me. See me on the cover of a Vogue and they clone me. We cannot be friends cause I like being lonely. I'm a boss, tell them not today. Swerving on these chickens, cluck out my lane. I'm a boss, out my way. Or just do every little thing that I say. I'm the freaking greatest, I'm the rage they exclamated. LA Times, I stay on page 6. I'm even your favorite's favorite. You better tell them who's the boss, me. You better tell them who's the boss.
This mess was unfortunate. I was actually emptying my vacuum to just get all the dust and dirt out, and it slipped out of my hand and I dropped it, and the dust and dirt spilled all over this stage that my husband had made for my daughter. So I needed to get this cleaned up before I finished vacuuming in this area.
You better show 'em who's the boss. They'll stop and awe when they see me pull up looking flossy. You better tell 'em who's the boss, me. You better tell 'em who's the boss, see. You better show 'em who's the boss. They'll stop and awe when they see me pull up looking flossy. Walk in the room, I run the room. Everybody point and they zoom. They stories boom and they never cap cause I break through, baby boom. All the boys wanna make me Betty Boop. I'm a boss, tell them not today.
Now that I have everything cleaned, I am going to go ahead and go through the basement and spray everything down with my Young Living Thieves all-purpose cleaner. This is my go-to sanitizer, and after I clean everything in the basement, I always love to just come down here, spray all the toys. It is chemical-free, so I feel safe about it, but it does help kill the germs, and it makes the basement smell amazing. This mat in particular and bar gets used so much, and it really just needed a good wipe down because it has been touched a lot. So I made sure to clean the entire surface of this mat and just get all the germs off of it. Now that I have the basement all clean, we are moving into my 10-year-old's room, and y'all, just look at this. This is the way a 10-year-old boy lives, and honestly, this is after he cleaned it, and I put that in quotations because I don't think he actually cleaned it. But he had been one of my kids that had gotten the flu, and honestly, after I got sick with the flu, I had not been down here to deeply sanitize this space. So I don't clean my kids' rooms very often for them, especially the older ones. But on this particular day, I wanted to clean and sanitize, and I figured I would just go ahead and clean his room completely.
I'm sitting at home, dream of a new destination, lust for something unknown. Oh, you better leave it alone. And you know I'd rather get up and go. How long can I lie around waiting for it? Sometimes you gotta walk out the door. No ceiling, no crown, no pressure gonna hold me down. No stopping till I break every rule. No limits to what I can do. Nowhere is too far away.
I am now going to tackle my daughter's room, and honestly, she is by far my messiest child. It's not so much that she intentionally tries to make messes, but she's like a crafter and she loves to just pull all kinds of tiny little things out all at one time and craft and make some creation, which is super great. But her room is always filled with just junk and scattered paper and arts and crafts, etc. You name it, it's in here. And when I send her down to clean her room, her idea of cleaning it is kind of just piling like items on different spaces throughout her room. I recently just repainted this vanity with chalk paint, and unfortunately we were trying to get it done before her birthday party, and so we went ahead and put it in her room with the intention of putting a sealant over it shortly after. And I was noticing as I was cleaning it off that she's already kind of gotten stains on the top since we did not seal it. So I'm going to have to repaint the top of it with chalk paint and then ensure that we actually put some polyurethane over it. That is the only downfall of chalk paint. If it is a high-use surface, sometimes I feel like it's a little bit more of a hassle than a typical latex paint, but it's so nice not to have to sand. Able to get her room clean and finished, and then it was so funny because when I went to go back upstairs, the pile of garbage that I pulled from downstairs that needed to go up, plus cups, etc., was ridiculous. But I'm now going to move on to my main upstairs floor and clean my little boys' rooms as well as the landing area of the upstairs. So this has been a full 2 days worth of cleaning, and I was able to accomplish most of my goal. The funny thing is, while I was cleaning the basement and the upstairs area today, the two little boys destroyed my main living space. And I was gonna film me cleaning that up as well, but my memory card got full and I figured I probably had enough footage for you. I'm exhausted. Like, my body told me very quickly, like, you did way too much today, and I need to remember to still take it easy being pregnant, but it felt so good to finally get my house back in order. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. With the start of the new year, I am itching to just get some areas in my home organized, as well as the rest of the world, I'm sure. Everybody wants to organize come the new year. But one of my main projects that I wanted to tackle is this pantry. As you can tell, it's just overflowing. It's not large enough for our family. Our family is actually a family of 7, and with all the food for everyone, everything just gets piled in, and then honestly, you can't find what you need. So my husband and I came up with a solution, and we actually decided to take part of our utility closet in our laundry room, add some more shelving to it, and make this into a second pantry. That way I could organize more of our food and make it more efficient for our family. So as you can see, the canned goods are taking up a lot of valuable space in this main pantry. And I knew that for step 1 of this organization, I wanted to remove all of the canned items and put those into the second pantry that we just built. That's because I really wanted to designate this main pantry as our daily go-to pantry. I want to organize all the kids' snacks in there and all of our daily items. And then for the second pantry, I really want it to be more of our baking goods, our canned goods, our extra food, etc. That way it's separated and easier to organize.
Every breath holds a moment, everyone a chance to take. You can see it if you close your eyes.
So after I got most of the canned goods and dry items organized, I knew that it was time to tackle this main pantry. So first things first, I started by pulling everything out. And honestly, there was so much expired food in here, so many nasty items that I found that it's kind of embarrassing. But that was the goal of this project because honestly, there was so much food that was going bad. And we were repurchasing things that we didn't need to repurchase simply because it was so unorganized and we didn't know what we had. So even though this mess was super overwhelming when I first pulled it all out, I am so glad that I decided to go ahead and tackle this.
There's a stirring in the ocean. There's a rhythm in the way.
So once I had all of the food removed from the pantry, I wanted to go ahead and organize it by type. And today I am just using a bunch of bins from the Dollar Tree. And I have to admit, I was super excited when I walked into the Dollar Tree and saw white storage bins. I always go there to purchase any type of storage containers that I need, but usually you cannot find a good neutral color. And when I saw white on the shelves, I honestly was so excited and I bought them out.
Oh, we've just begun.
Y'all, there was so much expired food in this pantry. It was ridiculous. So I had to go through with a garbage bag and just pull out all the expired food. That way I could continue organizing. So like I said, the main goal of this main pantry was to make our everyday items more accessible for our family. My goal was really to make the kids' snacks super efficient and easy to get to, because if you are a mom of young kids, you will feel me on this one. But my youngest two are actually 3 and 2 years old. So when they get into the pantry, they want everything and it's just a mess. So I'm always telling my older ones, like, grab what you want and get out quick. That way the babies don't get in. I'm sure other moms can relate with me on that one. But by making their snacks more organized and more efficient, I'm hoping this will really solve that problem. And it's also totally going to help with lunchbox packing in the morning. If you missed my lunchbox packing video that I posted back before school started, I'm going to link that in the cards right here, because honestly, it has been a lifesaver and it has saved our family so much time and money just implementing a few simple tricks. So here's a peek at the second pantry inside my laundry room utility closet. It was very important to me to still have space to put my mop and my vacuum, etc. over to the side, but I still had plenty of space to be able to add in my dry goods and organize my canned goods by type. This honestly just feels so good, and now I'm not going to overbuy, because as you can see, we had multiples of a lot of things just because I did not realize that we had them. I was overbuying and spending money that I did not need to spend. And then here is a glimpse at our main pantry. It looks so much better. My kids came home from school and they were so overwhelmed with how good it looked. My daughter was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so much easier to find food now." And I have to admit, I'm so happy with how it all turned out, and just by using a few dollar store bins and clearing out the excess, it has made a world of difference. So I hope that you all enjoyed seeing the transformation of my very messy pantry. Honestly, seeing this before video is really embarrassing, but I am glad that I took the time to make the space more efficient and effective for my family. I hope that you all liked it. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you are new around here, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel and join me on this YouTube journey. Every week I post videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and one of those videos always includes some form of cleaning motivation. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too. Who says you gotta compromise? The way I walk into the room, I'm alright. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah. You think that you can handle me, but I ain't got a handle. So hot, hot, bring the heat. I'm on fire, I'm on fire. So watch me fall into my groove with every move.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today we are tackling it all. We are finally getting the chance to deep clean my house. If you have been following along for a while, you know that all I have said this entire quarantine is that I wanted a day where my husband could take my kids, they could do something fun, and I could deep clean all of the areas that are driving me crazy during this quarantine. So today is the day. My husband took my kids out. They are playing in my in-laws' yard. They have 16 acres, so they are having a blast, and I have the entire day to tackle this house. So I'm going to be going one messy area at a time, going room by room, and basically whatever is standing out to me that is driving me crazy, I'm going to tackle it and clean it. Also, stick around till the end of the video where I'm going to be transforming 2 rooms as well.
Watch me, I know you want to so bad, for goodness sake.
Before we get into the rest of today's video, I wanted to take a moment and introduce my friend Carly. Today I am collaborating with her, and if you have not checked out her channel before, you absolutely need to. She is a mommy to 1 little girl, and I love her content. She has a lot of cleaning motivation, motherhood inspiration, etc. And if you like my channel, you will love hers. So I'm going to link her in the description box below. Please be sure to check out her video when you are finished with mine. So like I said, we are deep cleaning today, and I am tackling all the areas that I never get to with a bunch of kids running around. I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to introduce myself for those of you who are new or if you are stopping by from Carly's channel. My name is Sarah. I am a mommy to 5 and I am pregnant with my 6th baby. So as you can imagine, deep cleaning in my house does not happen very often. Having all of the kids home, trying to homeschool through this pandemic, etc., it doesn't leave much time for the deep cleaning, but today we are tackling it all, and I figured that the best place to start was my kitchen. So right now I am cleaning out my refrigerator, and I am using a mixture of water, Dawn dish soap, and white vinegar, and it is working wonderfully. Instead of pulling everything out of my refrigerator at one time, I figured it would be easier to take it section by section, and honestly, y'all, this thing was disgusting. I can't really tell you the last time that I deep cleaned my fridge because it's been that long, so this was a desperate need. So I'm truly interested to know how often others deep clean their refrigerator. Am I totally disgusting in the fact that I could not tell you the last time, or is that typical? Let me know in the comments below if you have a routine for when you deep clean your fridge, or if it's just random whenever you can get to it. I also have to take a moment and rave about this product. If you are new around here, then you don't know that I normally only use all natural cleaners. However, my friend Heather recommended this product from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to link her channel below because she also brings lots of cleaning motivation, but she told me about this glass aerosol cleaner to clean your windows and mirrors, and I decided to try it on my appliances as well because I always have issues with streaks. And y'all, this product is amazing. My husband even noticed how clean our appliances were when he got home, and it was $1 from the Dollar Tree. It's literally called like glass spray, like nothing fancy, but it worked amazing. And I did not notice a huge chemical smell since I'm not used to using like chemicals in my home. Sometimes the smells really get to me, but this one was not bad at all. Now that the appliances are all cleaned, I'm actually going to try this product on what it was intended for and clean off my kitchen door and my windows in this little nook area. This door, I really need to get blinds for, but I have not done so yet, and it always has a mixture of like fingerprints, food, dog spit, etc. crusted on it, so it needed a good cleaning. And honestly, y'all, this product just kept on surprising me. It is so good. If you see it at your Dollar Tree, you definitely need to purchase it. You will not regret it.
Took an extended vacation to start.
So when we first moved into our house, one of the first projects that we tackled was this kitchen, and we had our cabinets painted. They used to be like an old 90s oak, and we had them painted a bright white. I'm going to insert in the cards right here the video I did showing the befores of our house. I love the cabinets, but with white cabinets comes mess. You definitely have to wipe them down periodically to keep them clean.
My one woman migration, Charlemagne, Kubla Khan, and I'm holding the line.
Another spot in my house that needed wiped down were my baseboards, my walls, and these curtains. I was half tempted to take down the curtains and wash them, but I was afraid I would shrink them or get them really wrinkly, so instead I just wiped them down. I'm still using that same Dawn and white vinegar water mixture, and I'm just going through all the areas of my house, wiping down the baseboards, wiping down the walls, all the things that have been driving me crazy for a few months now. I'm trying to tackle them.
Tested design.
Now that I have all that wiped down, I'm going to head back into my kitchen and just do a regular quick clean of it just to finish off this room. Like I said, my kids are not home today, so my kitchen is actually much cleaner than it normally is, but I wanted to go ahead and just give it a normal wipe down. This is what I would do on the everyday. I'm using my Thieves All Natural Young Living Cleaner. I love this cleaner. I use it 99.9% of the time, and it feels so good to just get this kitchen reset, and it gets to stay clean for more than 5 minutes because the kids aren't home, so that is a win-win. I'm also just using the Dawn white vinegar and water mixture on these chairs. These chairs are amazing. They're so easy to wipe down, but they get crusted for my kids. I do have 2 young toddlers, and honestly, if you touch these chairs at any given time, they are crusty. So I really wanted to deep clean them with this mixture, and it worked so well.
And it's fun, and it's fun, and it's fun. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done doing what you think I should. Holding the line, power define. That's how it goes. I'm in the zone. I wish you could, 'cause I'm feeling good. 'Cause I'm feeling good. You wish you could, 'cause I'm feeling good.
For my mop water, I am using Thieves Cleaner as well as a little bit of white vinegar and water, and I am using my O-Cedar mop. I love this mop. It is perfect for hardwood floors because you can really wring it out. That way you're not putting too much water on your floors, and it works so well. The mop head is also able to be removed from the mop and thrown into the washing machine, so it's super simple to clean. We are now heading into my main living room. This is our most used room and our most loved room, so it is very messy. As you can tell, I have already removed the cushion covers from my couch. Those are currently in the wash and those needed a desperate clean. But it's much easier to do it when the kids aren't around because honestly, my toddlers think that it's fun to try to destroy these cushions when the covers are not on them. So I made sure that that was a top priority for today. But now in this room, we are going to deep clean it. We're going to clean out the couches. We're going to move the couches, see what lies beneath, and just get all of the deep cleaning done that I cannot do with kids.
Living in the dark, looking for a spark. I feel it coming, I feel it coming. Waiting for the chance, trying to understand.
What I really want to know is how does all of this stuff get underneath the couch? Like there are so many toys under here, it's ridiculous.
Time keeps running, time keeps running. Can't get that far if you're scared to leave. Never reach those stars if you don't believe. So wake up, wake up. Don't waste your life on looking down. Gotta lift your feet up off the ground. Get up, get up.
Now that I have all of the deep cleaning done under the couches, I am also just going to go through this room and give it a good wipe down with my thieves cleaner just to go ahead and sanitize and get the room fresh and clean. Once again, I am wiping down walls and cabinets with my Dawn vinegar and water mixture. There were so many fingerprints on my walls, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. And this was so far past being needed to be done. But with little kids running around, it's like, what's the point? So I'm so glad that I finally got to tackle this. But on this particular day, like I said, it was a Sunday, and I just loved this quiet time in my house. Honestly, since this quarantine started, I have not been by myself for more than like an hour, and in those hours I was actually at the doctor's office for my pregnancy, so not even really alone. So it just felt good to kind of get some time to myself where I could accomplish a task and just breathe. I love my kids, but after 24/7 with them for a month in quarantine, I needed a little break. So during this time I just spent it with the Lord. I spent time listening to sermons, worshiping, and listening to great uplifting music, and just really reflecting on everything that was going on, and it was so good for the soul.
All I know here is where it started. Now it's you. You're what I've always wanted. Always wanted. This
So, like I said, I am pregnant with my 6th baby and I'm actually 20 weeks along. So, right about this time, I had been cleaning for about 6 hours and my body was shot. So, I'm going to finish off the deep cleaning portion of today's video in my entryway, but then we're going to transition upstairs and we are going to be transforming and transitioning 2 of my children's rooms. So we need to make room for baby number 6. Our house actually has 7 bedrooms. I'm going to go ahead and insert the home tour that I did in the cards right here. But up until this point, all of our kids have had their own bedroom. But now that we have another baby coming along, we are going to have to put 2 children together. So we are going to move upstairs and go ahead and get those rooms situated. Honestly, I prefer my kids having their own room, but we do not want to give up my husband's office. So we have decided to put our 2 youngest, who are actually only 21 months apart, into one room and then move our 6-year-old into what used to be the nursery. So we are a few days into this. It's going okay, and I'm sure by the time baby comes along, they will be transitioned and good to go. But I'm super excited to start a little girl nursery. It's been so long since I've got to decorate a little girl's nursery, and I am so flipping excited. If you can't tell by all the little boys running around, I have 4 boys and 1 girl, and this was actually filmed on a different day, hence the pajamas and the kids being around. So like I said, this particular room used to be the nursery, and we are moving my 6-year-old in here. He does have a queen size bed, so it actually takes up a majority of the room, but it works with the previous nursery decor. So all I needed to do was move his bed in here, move his closet stuff and his clothing, and then the room was good to go, which felt nice. So even though the bed takes up a majority of the space, it still works perfect for him, and I love the way it turned out in the end. I do wish that our rooms were laid out a little bit different. There are 4 bedrooms upstairs, and there is one really large children's room, which is the room that we're bunking the boys in, and then the other 2 rooms are kind of small. I almost feel like the walls could have come in on either side of the larger room to make 3 like more equal size rooms, but you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So as of right now, in the little boy's room, I am not going to be decorating much or changing much of anything, simply because I do not want too many transitions at one time. So I have not jumped into purchasing matching beds yet or matching bedding, because I'm not quite ready to take Grant out of his crib. So that will probably come sometime this summer once they get used to sharing a room. But since we don't have to do much in there, I'm just going to work on transitioning over the closets and getting all of the clothing and everything organized in Paxton's room. Now that I have all of his clothing switched over, we are going to go ahead and add the finishing touches to his room. Like I said, this room was basically already decorated from the previous nursery, so we just needed to add a few of his accessories, make his bed, and then his room is complete. I love the way it turned out. I love the fact that I did not have to go shopping to buy new decor, and everything just worked together. So here is a final look at the 2 rooms and how they turned out. Like I said, the little boy's room is not quite finished yet, but Paxton's room is totally complete and I love the finished product. I am so excited to welcome baby number 6, and this was just one step towards her arrival. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I hope that the deep cleaning was super motivating to you and that you enjoyed these room transformations as well. Please be sure to check out Carly's video in the description box below, and if you need more cleaning motivation, I'm going to go ahead and link some right here in the end cards. Thank you guys for watching.